Hi, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Janice. Welcome to Quilting Outside the Lines, formerly The Right Way. How are you doing? How was your Christmas? Best wishes for the new year. This is my 2025 year in review, and I have a lot to tell you. Um, First of all, I was trying to think about all the quilts that I finished this year, and I could not I just couldn't think of the quilts that I finished. I know I finished quite a few, but I just don't know what they are. I'm going to encourage you to go back and watch past videos. The phone is a little lean. Sorry. Go back and watch past videos um, to see what the finishes were for this year. I did complete a few projects for Christmas, which I haven't really shown much of. I did complete the quilt for that little friend of mine, the pink and purple quilt. I did complete the checkerboard for my little friend, and I made a tote bag for my sister, which I can actually show you that. All right, so I got this panel from a giveaway, and I used the panel to make this tote for my sister. On one side is this moth, and it says dwell in possibilities, and on the other side it says, the humblest tasks get beautified if loving hands do them, by Louisa May Alcott. And this is it. And I put snaps on the tote, and there's a pocket inside with a snap on it. So that's the tote that I made for my sister for Christmas. And my final finish for 2025 was this quilt of all the t-shirts that I collected from the job that I had last year. So this is the t-shirt quilt. It has many t-shirts that we got from the job, and I quilted it, hand quilted in the ditch. So there's this. So this is the last make of 2025, and I'm going to encourage you to go back and watch prior videos to see the makes from earlier in the year. I also did the crochet quilt, which is over there. I'm just gonna leave it for now. And yeah, so last year was a very challenging year for me. I started out the year letting you guys know that I had started a PhD program, and I would, come on and do quilts when I can, do videos when I can, and so on. And it went well for a few months, and then something started to happen. The studies became very overwhelming. I was stressed out. Some situations came up at work, this place, which prompted me to start job hunting, and I found a job. So I am now studying and starting a new job, and it was just very overwhelming, and I couldn't keep up with it. I gave up the cuddling, and it was just very overwhelming. In addition to that, I had storage issues on my phone, so I could no longer record videos on my phone, and I had to delete all the apps. So I had to delete KineMaster, which was taking up a whole lot of space. I had to delete Discord, which caused me not to get the notifications and be able to go on to my Quilt Guild meetings with Quilt and the Gang. And I had just lots of mental and physical health challenges, which caused me to just pull right back and just, you know, basically I just stopped doing everything. I mean, after I think my last live with Katy was in June or July, and that was the last time that I went around the sewing machine until December. And so it was just, I was just going through a lot. It was very, very challenging. I became very overwhelmed and I had to step back and regroup. Every now and then I would try to release a short, just to, keep up with my quilting community online, which I love. I tried to watch some channels, and I tried to comment and engage and so on, but generally, you know, it was rough and I had to just take a step back. And as a result, some of the projects that I had done stalled. The first one that I want to mention is the blocks that I was making from the 501 quilt block book. And I was making those blocks in red, white, and blue because I was trying to put together a patriotic quilt. And then somewhere along the way, I got confused and ended up making one of the blocks in black and white instead of red, white, and blue. And that just discombobulated me, and I just put it down and stopped. I didn't attend the Quilt Guild, so I didn't do the block of the month. So the black and white block of the month Quilt Guild blocks stalled. I did not do the RBD block of the month challenge. I did 2 blocks, I believe, and then that stopped. I did not complete the Cotton Cuts puzzle mystery quilt. So everything just stopped, and I was just doing what I could handle, and all I could handle was work and study. And so, but little by little, I've been working on myself, and I am in a better place, and I'm hoping to get back in there, trying to reconnect, trying to put out more videos, trying to get back into the sewing room, which incidentally, my sewing space has moved from the dining room to the bedroom because of other life changes. So it has been a lot, and I know that many of you can relate. Life has been lifing, and it is what it is. So what are my plans moving forward? One of the things I said last year is that I wasn't going to make any unnecessary purchases, and I made very few purchases last year, which you would have seen on the channel. I'm going to continue with that. No unnecessary purchases this year. Only what I need to complete a quilt. I'm not going to be buying fabric. No subscription boxes. I'm going to go through my whips, so that will be the next video. It will be going through the whips and deciding which ones I'm going to keep, which ones I'm going to complete, and what I'm going to do with them. What am I going to do with my scraps? I've said so many times that scraps give me a lot of anxiety, and I can't keep them. But I've decided to try again to sell the scraps. So I'm going to go back to my Etsy store, and I'm going to be packaging the scraps in bags and trying to sell them. And along with those bags of scraps, I'm going to be adding maybe a pattern that I know I'm not going to use, and a fat quarter or 2, because I have a bunch of fat quarters that I don't think I'm ever going to use. So in your scrap bag, if you buy one of the scrap bags from me, it will have 1 or 2 fat quarters and a pattern. And yeah, so if you're interested in my scraps, please check out my Etsy store. I will link it below, and you can go and see. It's gonna be random scraps, and they're not going to be pretty. They're going to be small pieces, big pieces, because when I'm finished with fabric, I hardly reuse it, so I just dump it in the scrap bag. I might have low volumes, and then colorful scraps, and then maybe African prints. We will see. But I definitely would like to sell those scraps so that I can support my channel. And yeah, one of the things I need is more equipment, better equipment, lighting, that sort of thing. Advent box. I did purchase the the Soft Squares B box for 2026. Yay, Mr. Right Angles encouraged me to get it. So I'm gonna consider it an anniversary gift, because in December we'll be celebrating our 25th anniversary. And then, of course, I had published a daily affirmations journal last year. And this year I published an affirmations from the Bible journal. Those are also linked in the description below if you're interested. I'm not going to be talking too much about the journals on this channel, because I have another channel called The Right Way Affirmations. The name might change, but basically that's what it's called now, The Right Way Affirmations. And on that channel, I'm going to be talking about my journaling and other inspirational things. So that's the update. 2025 was a whirlwind. I am hoping that 2026 would be, I would be more settled and just able to do what I love. I can only do what I can. I have to give myself grace. And so I am grateful for those of you that watched my videos while I wasn't creating videos. I'm grateful to Katy, Greenland Quilter, who, despite me missing her lives that I had promised to join her with, she still went ahead and, spoke about my channel. She went and watched my videos. And so I appreciate that. I appreciate all the people that watch and comment and like and share and give me shout outs on their channel. I appreciate the people that constantly encourage me. Deb S, the Pog Mama Quilter, Lisa from Awkward Quilter, Georgia. I appreciate Soft Squares, Lynn and Marlon. I appreciate Joe Carmel and Shonda from Under the Needle, Sassy, whom I miss you, Sassy. Stephanie Harris, Memoirs of a Long Armor, and all the other YouTube friends that watch my channel, comment, subscribe, and the new ones and the old ones. I appreciate you all, and I'm grateful that you have stuck with me. So that's it for me. I did want to say something about the name change. At the time that I decided to change the name of the channel, I was thinking that the right way kind of gives the connotation that how I do things is the correct way to do it, and that's not the message that I wanted to send. So I decided to change it to Quilting Outside the Lines, because basically I cannot stitch a straight line. So my quilting is not perfect. I'm not trying, I'm not aiming for perfection. I'm doing something that I love and sharing it with the people that I love, and to me that is good enough. So I decided to change the name to Quilting Outside the Lines. I've asked a dear friend of mine to do a logo for me, so I've kind of been waiting for the logo as well, but I'm gonna just carry on until that is available. So thanks so much for joining me today. Be kind, walk good, more to come.